Calling all listeners, calling all listeners. Do you have the desire to start your very own podcast show? I highly recommend Anchor to anyone who have a dream and motivation to start your very own experience. Start it with Anchor. I'm so grateful to the people at Anchor for creating this platform. What can I say? It's giving me the opportunity to express what I like to talk about, bringing people together and talk about things maybe they never had the desire to talk about before. That's my experience. Give Anchor a try. Welcome one and welcome all. This is your girl, Lady T, and I would like to thank you for joining me. And I hope everyone is having a very relaxing and fun-filled evening, a bright and wonderful beginning to the work week so far. And like I said, this is your girl, Lady T, and I'm here to bring it, where I bring you interesting topics about life, love, relationships, and anything in between. So, I guess I'll just dive right up into the subject at hand because it is something that's very, very important, especially to me, as well as to others. And I think that it's something that, a lot of us don't talk about. Nowadays it seems like it's being brought to light more. More and more people are starting to jump on the bandwagon and realize that this issue is very serious and it's something that needs to be addressed. So, I'm talking about mental health issues and depression. Now, the reason why it's very important is because me, yours truly, I have had issues, mental health issues, and depression in the past. And I was able to seek the help that I needed. And I was able to talk to people and get a grip on what was going on with me at the time. And so, with that being said, uh, your girl was going through a lot. I felt like I was basically drowning, what I call dry drowning, because it seemed like, I was just out there by myself, and I didn't know what was going on with me. I was experiencing these things and I'm like, whoa, what's taking place here? But through the help of my physician at the time and through the help of other, resources in that fact, I was able to get the help that I needed. So I want to talk about this, and maybe by me speaking on this, on my podcast, maybe it'll reach someone out there who is suffering from it or going or struggling with it. And maybe they know someone else who is struggling, and maybe this will help, them in some type of way. So I want to start off with some information that I found. And, I found this online, and so I want to share this much. This is the today's statistics on mental health issues and depression. 20.6% of U.S. adults experience mental health illness. That's 51.5 million people, and it represents 1 in 5 adults, which makes up a 5.2% of U.S. adults who experience mental health or some form of depression. 26% of Americans ages 18 and over, about 1 in 4 adults, struggle from a diagnosable mental disorder in one given year. Well, like I said, I was part of that statistic at one time. And I was diagnosed with post traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety. The doctor had placed me on medication, and it just was not helping. It just was not helping me at all. The ones that they put me on. And luckily for me, I didn't have to continue taking it because I worked hard on trying my best to cope with it. And I did things that, put me in a place where at that time I didn't have to continue on with the medication. So I felt I did overcome it in a way. I just learned how to better maintain what I was going through. Um, and so, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm not ashamed in any type of way. And that's what my platform is here to do. It's here to inform people, help people. Maybe I can reach somebody. If it's just one person, two people, maybe three, then I know that, I'm doing something right. So like I said, I want to use my voice, more on my platform to talk more than just about, you know, uh risque topics, which, hey, it's all good, but I like to bring other issues to my platform as well. When I had spoke with my doctor, it was funny because it wasn't funny, but the way that he broke my situation down was he basically told me what I was struggling with. He said, "You are struggling with post traumatic stress disorder." And he said, he took me into his office and he sat me down and he pulled out a blank piece of paper. And I'm like, what is this guy doing with this paper in my mind? So he took his pen and he drew a little dot in the center of the paper. And he said, "This is your situation. This is what you're dealing with. This is your problem right there." And I'm like, "That's just a little dot." He was like, "Yeah." So he took up his pen and he drew a big old circle around the dot. And he said, "Yeah, that's the problem. But you see this circle?" He said, "This is what you're making your problem out to be. You're making it out to be this big, huge circle." He said, "Whatever you're dealing with, job, finances, husband, uh, friend issues, whatever it is," he said, "you need to let it go. And, hopefully your situation to get better." He said, "Because you done built up and let it build up until, you're just overwhelmed." And so I did that. I did that. And I went home and I cleaned house. I couldn't get rid of my children. My children weren't the problem, but I got rid of a boyfriend at the time. I better handle my job situation, what was going on with that, and a whole lot of other things. And I was like, you know what? I'm cleaning house. And so from that point on, I learned that if I cannot deal with it at that point in time, then I'm just going to take it in stride and not overwhelm myself. So that's what I've learned in life. And ever since then, I've been 100% better. Um, so yeah, we put a lot on ourselves, at one point in time we do. And sometimes you just have to let certain things go. Especially when certain things aren't good for you. Just let it go. Um, Sometimes the situation gets deeper than that. Maybe it's just not somebody drawing a diagram on a paper, but yet and still, whatever it is, talk with someone, reach out to someone, get the help that you need. Don't hold it in and just bottle it up, because that's just going to make the situation worse. Just talk to someone. I don't care who it is. If it's somebody at the bus stop, the mailman, anyone, just, it's not bad to say I need help. I need to speak with someone. I need to talk to someone. Um, do not be afraid to seek the help you need. So it's been 20 years for me. And like I said, I hope my voice reach out to someone who is struggling, and maybe, you know, I'm just that person to, reach that person and they could just be like, you know what, yeah, I need to do something, because mental health issues is something that's really overpowering our society now, and we need to be there for one another at the end of the day. And doing this podcast, I've learned that it's like therapy for me, because I like talking to people. I like helping people. I like talking about certain issues and, making people laugh and, laugh at myself, just keeping myself in a good place, as much as possible. And I like to do that for others. So this podcast is therapy for me, So with that being said, um, I hope that, like I said, I hope it just reach. I can't say it enough. I just hope that I hope I'm reaching someone out there, and that they can actually get the help that they need, because this is a struggle, y'all. It's no joke, when you have anxiety and depression, and that's not a good place. I just want to just pull each and every person out of that dark place, because that's a dark ass place. So if you listen to my shows before, you know that I sometimes will bring research. So hey, your girl didn't research, I'm gonna bring it, I'm gonna do it. um so this is what I found, and maybe this will help as well. I found topics on mental health, as far as activities that you can actually do to help with what, the issue at hand. So I'm gonna go through it. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but I'm just gonna mention it. And look it up. Go online and do your research and look it up. If you are someone who's struggling with a mental health issue, go online and look some things up, because they have some really cool stuff on there for people that is going through mental health. And I just want to share this with you real quick. I found 10 activities that people can do to help with mental health issues. The first being is, for one, number one, get plenty of sleep. Get as much sleep as you can. Two, stop and enjoy small aspects of life. Three, use stress-free balls or some type of stress reliever. 4, perform a random act of kindness. 5, exercise. 6, deep breathing. 7, yoga. 8, pet a dog. Now, this one, I will say this. Studies show that if you simply pet a dog each and every day, that can improve your mental health tremendously. Sometimes, yeah, dogs, cats, a pet, whatever it is, snake, whatever tickles your fancy, it don't have to, not, I don't think it necessarily have to be a dog, but if you just have some type of a pet, sometimes that's good too. Fish, sometimes people just like to sit there and look at the fish swim, so it's all good. 9, volunteering. Giving up time to volunteer is a great way to lessen loneliness and depression. Eating your breakfast. Eating your breakfast is a very essential part of the day. And when you get up in the morning, they say if you eat breakfast, it helps your brain function 100%. And people need those omega 3s, those fatty acids. And those fatty acids have been shown to reduce symptoms of schizophrenia, attention deficit, hyperactivity, and other disorders. So yeah, it's very important. Eat your breakfast. If you have to eat an apple on the go, or peel you back a banana or an orange, just as long as you have something in the morning, it's good. Now, the 10 activities that I researched, I found them by using um, the website. And I did go on there and found these activities. And like I said, if you go on, you can find different things too, other things that help with your mental state and your mental mind. They have a whole list of stuff on there that will help you um along the way. And at the end of the day, don't take my advice. I'm not a medical provider, and I'm not trying to offer any type of medical advice to help with mental health, but I'm just sharing and giving my feedback of what happened in my life with mental health. And maybe this will help someone who just don't know which way to go or what to do. So basically, I'm just trying to direct you and help you with trying to get it out and talk about what's going on with you. So now I will say this much to you guys, with you guys. The month of May is National Mental Health Month. Now, this mental health National Mental Health Month has been observed in the United States since 1949. And it was started by the Mental Health America organization. Now, when you celebrate this month, they have, every mental health awareness month. Rather, let me correct that. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. This month has a ribbon, and a lot of the awarenesses all have a certain color ribbon. Well, this ribbon is green, just for your FYI. This is a green ribbon, just so you guys, would know. So if you see anybody wearing a green ribbon or shirt with a green ribbon on it, then they're probably, representing for the mental health awareness month. So I hope that I was able to, share some information with my listeners and someone out there or someone that you may know. So in closing here, I hope that I was able to get through and help someone out here. And if you're struggling, don't be afraid to seek the help that you need. Know that we all are here. We're all here to help one another through this, and we will get through this. Now, if you write to my podcast, I'll be more than happy to get any feedback, positive or negative, that you guys may want to share. And like again, this is your girl, Lady T, and I'm signing off. And I hope that everyone have a wonderful and blessed week. And I will see you here again next week. Have a good one. Ciao.